Tim Walz showed the decency and empathy that Trump and Vance could never be even capable of showing during a medical emergency yesterday in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is such a small thing, but it's a reminder about how fundamentally different as people Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are compared to Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Tim Walz paused his speech to help people in the audience who need water, which is quite a contrast to when Trump encourages violence against people in the audience if they yell out a protest, for example. A small thing, but so emblematic of the difference between the two tickets here.
Oh, can we get somebody to help? Somebody's hot. Somebody's hot. Can we get somebody to help? You okay? Drink some water, folks. It is hot out. Get somebody else. Thank you. We get water?
They're so weird. They're so weird. They're so weird.
You okay? Yeah. Thank you all for helping.
This is how someone behaves when they genuinely care about the people in the audience as people. And listen, if Harris Walz become president and vice president, we'll have policy disagreements. We'll have things we like and we'll have things we don't like. But the contrast as a person, remember Donald Trump going to Puerto Rico after a hurricane and shooting paper towels like a game, like free throws, like basketball free throws into the crowd. This is very, very different. Here's just a little bit more of this.
Yay. Thank you all. They do. Thank you all. We're okay. We have someone down. They're treating him. They're getting him some water, and it's good.
All right, so you get it. Now let's get to a little bit of the substance from this very interesting rally. I want to give you an example of the repetition that Brian Tyler Cohen and I spoke about yesterday, and how we actually should want Harris and Walz to be sticking to the messaging that works. Because Republicans know to be repeating the same things to get people to kind of internalize the messaging. And Tim Walz doing it and doing it really well yesterday.
We don't shy away from challenges, but I'll tell you what, Donald Trump, he sees the world differently than we see it. He has no understanding of service because he's too busy servicing himself. Again and again and again. Again and again and again. This guy weakens our country to strengthen his own hands. He mocks our laws. He sows chaos and division amongst the people. And that's to say nothing of the job he did as president. He froze in the face of COVID, and it cost people's lives. He drove the economy into the ground. And make no mistake about it, violent crime was up when Donald Trump was president. Those of you who are a little older know this. Older Republicans used to talk about freedom. These guys today, it turns out that freedom to them means government should be free to invade your exam room with your doctor.
So you'll recognize this material from previous rallies. I think it's good that he's going with this. This is a really good attack line against Republicans. They claim to be about freedom, but really it's the freedom to choose the same things they would choose and otherwise no. And then lastly, a really great moment where Vice President Kamala Harris when the crowd starts chanting "lock him up" about Trump, she actually says, hold on. We have a legal system that will handle that. That's not what we chant. And this is just the cherry on top of what it really means to be for law and order.
I know Donald Trump's tight. I know it's tight. In fact, I've been dealing with people like him my whole career. For example, as Attorney General of California, well, hold on, you know what? The courts are going to handle that part of it. What we're going to do is beat them in November.
That's exactly right. That is law and order, okay? Not lock up Hillary, lock up Biden, lock up my political opponents. It's, hey, you know what? We have a system to adjudicate these circumstances. We're going to run an election here this year. And just absolutely perfect. The crowd gets it. That's law and order. Trump is an unwell man because of how terribly this is going for him.